Hi everyone, welcome to my 5th video on my channel. Today we're going to be doing another how I DIY'd K-pop costume video, and this time I will be recreating ITZY YEJI's Not Shy outfit for Kanglee for the East2West girl version of the cover. This one. Originally when I saw the teaser picture, I wasn't too into her outfit, but as soon as I saw this live, I was pulled in and really wanted to DIY it. Luckily Kanglee said I could, so here is the DIY process. Since there are a lot of colors to this dress, I went to the fabric store to see what my options were. The original dress is sequin, but that's a pretty expensive fabric and I'm not very confident in working with sequin material. So in the end, I got some white kind of jersey fabric from the liquidation bin at $5 for 3 rolls of fabric. What a steal. So here I'm just cutting up the fabric into smaller pieces, which I will then go ahead and dye according to Yeji's costume colors. I'm using this really old dye that I bought for the fake love cover like 2 years ago in 2018. I don't know why I kept it for so long, but I guess I thought it would come in handy one day. And lo and behold, it did. So I just look like I'm doing this like crazy grade 2 science experiment. Since the dye is pretty old, I wasn't too sure how well the color would hold or if it was going to be as potent as when I originally bought it, but I decided to try it anyways. Here is Fagin, my sister's greyhound. I'm going to keep this clip in because he is the cutest. Please follow Fagin R on Instagram for more cute dog posts. In the end, I did 5 colors with the dye: pink, blue, yellow, purple, and a green mint color. So after letting the colors sit for about an hour or 2, I rinsed them out. For the yellow, I had to redo it with my other powder yellow dye because this old dye didn't hold the color. This one I barely let sit and it dyed so fast. I also decided to redo the pink and the blue because it didn't come out as dark as I had wanted. So in the end, I let the pink and blue soak overnight and rinsed them out the next morning. I wrapped them in bags and just let it sit there, hoping for the best. Much better. These are the ones I let to dry from the night before, and I'm just going to dry the new ones. Let me introduce you to some new things. New things. So let me just introduce you to Brianna Kim, Brian Kim's distant cousin. I'm just kidding. This is a dress form that his mother let me borrow. Thank you so much. It came in so handy and it's so helpful to have. Also, I put a dress on her because I felt weird that she was naked.
He's a never nude.
So once all the pieces were dry, I started to pin things together, pin things onto Brianna, just to see how I wanted to sew the skirt together. There's about an hour of footage of me just staring around blankly, so let's just jump into the sewing. I started with the 3 front pieces together. I'm basing these measurements for the length of the skirt on the numbers Kanglee gave to me. The shorter end will be about 30 centimeters and the longer side will be about 39 centimeters. Once I sewed all the pieces together, I'm just draping it on. Is draping the right term? I don't know. And I'm just cutting excess fabric from the pink and blue to add them to the back. I changed a bit of the color scheme for the outfit because when I went to find feathers, I only found blue, purple, and pink, so I decided to go with that. And then back to the sewing machine. I'm just sewing the back pieces now to complete the skirt. Just pink to blue, blue to pink to blue, etc, etc, etc. Since I was extremely excited about the feathers, who wouldn't be, I just decided to do a quick pinning of them to see how it would look. And then I finally started constructing the shirt as well and used any extra fabric from the skirt to use as the panels along the bottom. Here I'm also trimming the skirt to match the measurements that Kanglee had provided me earlier. So yeah, just some more unplanned brainstorming and blank stares that I cut out. Once I finally got a construction that I liked, I sewed the bottom portion of the shirt. I also added a green panel to bring back the mint that I took out from the original skirt that Yeji wears, and added a longer yellow strip so that it would tie in the back. So these next few clips are just me fixing things that bothered me from the first attempt at the costume. Originally, I had used an elastic, a white elastic, and sewed it under the skirt, but after taking a better look, Yeji actually has a pink belt on the top of her skirt, so I added that. The next adjustment was straightening the yellow top part. After my first time, Brianna was wearing it in the corner of my room for a few days, and I could not stop staring at how horrible my lines were. Not that they were great after the fix, but they were much better. So I took it apart and then remeasured it. I also did the same thing for the bottom part, using an envelope as a unit of measurement. And resewing here just to fix everything. Remember kids, measure twice, sew once. Here I'm just working on that new pink elastic, and I had lots of trouble, so we're just gonna cut all of that out. And once that was all done, I'm cutting off any excess thread and fabric. I went to the girls' practice to have Kang Lee try it on so I can make any final sizing adjustments. I took some parts in, but that's really just a lot more sewing and pinning, and we've seen too much of that this video, so I'm not going to add in all of that. I did also add some ruching to the neckline just to make it more finished and pretty, so it's kind of like this sweetheart neckline kind of thing. And lastly, the feathers. I bought these feather boas from the dollar store. I looked for ostrich feather boas like Yeji has, but they're like $60 each, so no thank you. These ones were $150 each. I originally planned on hand sewing all the feathers together so that it'd be more secure, but holy heck, that was a horrible idea and it took way too long. So I did like 40% of it and then caved, and I went for the hot glue. I added a second layer because I had enough boa and energy to do it, but if I kept hand sewing, I probably only would have done one. And we are done. Here is the final look as seen in the cover. I think this is one of the first outfits I made from scratch, and it was a wild ride. I can't decide if it's something I want to do again or just like never again. Anyways, that's it for this week. Next week, I'll be posting the DIY videos for Ryujin/Jenny's white sleeve shirt, as well as Yuna/Gail's pink ombre jeans. If you enjoyed this video and want to see those coming up, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.